Hello, tappers. Um, just wanted to showcase my town before EA and Disney destroy the whole thing. So I thought I'd explain a little bit about my town before it goes bye bye and everybody who's wasted money on this game. Screw you, EA. But here we go. Well, I got this game in a year after the game came out, and started from here. Kept my the Simpson home here, and everything is relatively from the beginning. I kept everything relatively close to Simpson house that's related, references and what have you. And I just jammed everything in the backyard for that, and of course, Ned Flanders and that little evil thing over there. That totally makes sense. Yeah, no, this is where I built out my town and started working my way around and added a few extra things over here and there, and over the years just kind of moving stuff around here and there. So, and yeah, no, this is my little homescape here, the little neighborhoods or whatever, and as you can tell, I've added everything in my neighborhood area, and then followed by the school, of course. As I was setting everything up, I was kind of looking at the school stuff and kind of realizing, well, try to get everybody to do local jobs before it's gone. So as you can see, everyone's doing their shit. And Grandpa Simpson over there. So everybody's relatively in their place. Of course, Homer and Stampy in the right place. I don't know why he's standing there. Oh yeah, I gave him a mission. Anyway. Oh yeah, no, so... Oh my god. That's probably the last time I'll hear that. I built my town mainly for Halloween purposes. I wanted to build my town so I can build like a Halloween type environment around. So that's pretty much what I did. Yeah, and with all the free donuts, I jammed whatever I could inside of this to add my, graveyard and what have you. So, and here's the main town. Nothing much to it, just added a few riot police, obviously that makes sense if you knew who Quimby is. So, here we go. Yeah, this area has been here for many years. Everything is relatively the same. All these buildings and most of these buildings have been in this area since for many years now, since the DLC came out. I'll get to that area in a bit here. Yeah, and then the school, the park, Mr. Burns, his mansion, the power plant, the schools on the side, and yeah. And then we have Springfield Squidport, which is just kind of added on here and there. I don't know how long ago. That DLC was out many years ago, and I've been kind of adding on to it. And with the new stuff I was getting, I was starting to add stuff onto it, but just don't have enough time. Kind of got the university slash, yeah, university, YMCA, whatever in this area. Yeah, and then I put my Christmas stuff inside of the junkyard and kept all that. That totally makes sense. Mr. Plow and Barney's Plow King over here. The Zenith buildings, whatever, for the superhero DLC, and then over here, old folks home. Yeah. Finally got that. That was their new one addition. And yeah, no, here's the rich people area where I originally first started to add rich houses and stuff. So I had a couple of mansions. Started adding people on this side. Yeah, so, and that took a long time to do all this. This is what's so disappointing about the game going away, is that everybody put their heart and soul into these towns, and I've added people throughout the years, and I've seen so much passion to put into this, because obviously if you're playing the game, you're a Simpson fan, right? So, and it's just a shame they had to take it away. So So here I added more into my Halloween-esque, and I didn't really finish my monorail, even though I was working really hard at collecting material to get everything. And I have lots to build the monorail. I thought I'd had more time, but I guess I don't. So here's kind of older buildings, but I wanted to add on to my Halloween area. So I don't know how many years, 2018 I built this little area just to get a little spooky town area, and I was moving stuff around during the later DLC. So yeah, I made my little walkway here, and some of this is new from last Halloween. And unfortunately we didn't get a Halloween asylum. And then over here is all new. This was over here. I added a little fantasy area where I made a little path kind of leading up towards to the castle, which originally was there, and I was moving stuff for the DLC, and then I added the Indian casino just because. Yeah, so then I added all this stuff to kind of like a northern area to kind of go with the mountain fix. Yeah, and this obviously everything kind of worked together with the mountains and shit, so. And then added little. I was adding more as I went along. Everything was turning out, and then I kind of gave up on that because I was focusing more on the other side of town. Here, I just kind of jammed some stuff together, and this is obviously for trying to get donuts or whatever these are for here. All that marketing stuff, whatever. Golf course incomplete, of course, didn't have too much time, or I just didn't care. Hollywood place here, not enough room. And again, moving stuff around. Here's Hollywood, here's all these buildings and what have you, so. Huh, never noticed that. Anyway, yeah, I kind of added stuff here and there for the luxury area, and I just again, just not enough room on this side to add Hollywood stuff, so I was planning to build outwards, and then again, I just never got around to it. And then the castle stuff, I was planning to build out this way, then they had the desert stuff, like all this, I wanted to add on to it, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to build, once I get enough donuts, by grinding, I was going to build off, but this happened, and then I ended up doing the last little bit of DLC during the summer, all this stuff. And yeah, no, that's my desert. I was going to do Roman stuff on this side. Hey, look at that. Yeah, alright. And then I was going to build on the Pharaoh stuff, but obviously just not enough time. And here's my castle that was over here. And I just kind of added on to it. And I had some funky ideas I was going to do, but I just kept adding on and doing little bits here and there. Once again, I was going to build a little magical walkway of all these buildings and what have you. And, yep. All this is new. Like, all this, I had to grind my ass away to get the land tokens. And then, oh, this is from X amount of years ago when that DLC came out. I was a little bit closer over here. So was the Stonecutter House. Yeah, and then when those DLCs came out, I had everything more closer over here. Like the Stonecutter's Mansion was right here, and I had the abandoned store in front of it. And then I started adding stuff like, yeah, just spooky, you know, my spooky vibe I was trying to go for in the northern part. And this is all new. I didn't have too much of the school, so that is new. All this is older because I had like I planned a farm / military base, farm, I guess I planned this too. This is the, I guess the outpost or whatever they call it, the outlands, and then kind of wanted to build, I added all this stuff, but I just never got around to building it. And again with the farmland that was supposed to be over here, and then I was going to add the alien stuff over here. I was going to do the alien with the military base right next to it, but again, there's not enough time. Today's the last day, woo. So, boo, EA. And for everyone who has actually stayed this long to watch my town, thank you, because it means a lot to me. I can remember certain parts where I was, and you know, kind of remember where I was in my life, and you know, I can remember where I was at this part, or when my son was born. 6 years old now, and I can remember a certain part when he was born. I was adding on down further over here. So really sad that it had to go. And yeah, so it's just they have to pull the rug underneath us and just do what EA and Disney do best, right? So they decided to close it down. Maybe they're not making millions like they used to off of this app. So unfortunate. And so here's my again, I wanted to add more to this circus. I was going to expand it a little bit bigger. I kind of made an out road to go to it. Zen Garden, again, once I had more I was going to do. I was going to do a little track. Just, again, didn't have time. Here's heaven. Can't have heaven without hell, and I was going to add more onto it. That was a big plan. I was going to make a walkway leading up to it, like kind of like a portal. And I was going to use... where the hell are you? See, it's hard to find anything nowadays. I was going to use that Mr. Burns... oh, jeez, I can't find it right now. Everything's a mess. Anyway, I was going to lead up to it, and hell was going to be originally up here, and then I was going to put castles over here, but no time. Here's some villas. I originally had the ski resort here next to the spooky area. So, yeah, Halloween is gone. And then I was going to take all this out and put it somewhere else, but didn't have time, as usual. Buildings, yep, everything, all the buildings are here have been here since near the beginning, so unfortunate. Those are pretty new. That's pretty new. Of course, you got to have references, right? So what I added was the a roadway, and of course this place, Sword Museum, and I'm sure most of you would probably know the references in this anyway, right? So here is, yeah, the Saxman. I had a building around here. I can't remember what I did with it. And then that I had a plan for... Oh, God, so much incomplete work. Story of my life. The video game area, kind of like a showcase for tech stuff I was going to add together. I kind of just jabbled everything up over there. Here's my original monorail. Here's my completed monorail, my first one. So when I got this done, I was working on Lisa's packaging plant or whatever that's called, and I was just grinding my ass away trying to get as much parts as I can, and I didn't add anything, so I wanted to experiment and see what it looked like. So this was my end result. And when my son was little, this was his thing to do. When he was like 2 years old, he'd want to always go to this building, and that was our thing. He just click on that repeatedly over and over again, and he wanted to play that. Hey, the grumble. So that was fun for us. My son would just play these little things, and one time he actually almost blew up my town. He was pressing yes on the self-destruct button and stuff, so I'm lucky. I almost lost everything at that point, but that would have been alright. So anyway, here's again, this was supposed to be, I wanted to add more to this barbecue festival, what have you. Here's some bars. No, there's flashing a zombie. No. Yeah, and I gave everybody little missions to do, like little things you could see what they were doing. So that's why I wanted to kind of showcase my final town. Everybody's busy. Everybody's doing something with all the restaurants, bars, and what have you. Yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah, no, it is. Everybody's doing something. I want to come back and look at my town again, just so I can remember everything I did. And oh, here's Maggie's thing. This is how I was collecting donuts. So I take Maggie. Hey! Oh, she's walking with. Sorry, Marge. I gotta take Maggie away from you for a minute. So
that's how we do it.
Another style. So I take Maggie, and I do this every day. And it was easy just to pop in. So this would be the last time doing this. So goodbye. and I'm kind of eating it. I thought I wasn't going to do a 2-minute video, so I knew exactly where to go every time. So to find Maggie, it was super easy. I think everybody, if anybody ever needed to do this, everybody knows. I just heard her. What the heck? Ah. They knew where Maggie was every time if you did it enough times, and I always did. So, well, this is the last time. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. 2 donuts? No way, man. I usually pay the extra to get the 3 donuts, just so I can try to save up and get stuff. And I had usually an average 200, 300 donuts before a DLC came out, and I'd splurge, and I'd have to start all over. Yeah. So here we go, downtown Springfield Mall. Yeah, no, some of this is from the newer seasons, right? So I kind of just jammed them in whenever I could. This I wanted to add on to it, but again, a point because the game is going away.
Premium
Oh, look at that.
currency.
Well, just give it a sec. That's been happening all day. And yeah, it's unfortunate because, I thought, this game might be around for a long time or forever, but nothing lasts forever, and especially that Disney likes to act stuff, and especially EA doesn't have a good, this was very good luck with stuff like this, right? Like, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. But no one expected the rug to be pulled out from underneath us. So, Olympic area, of course, everyone's ever did that. They did the Olympic area. Rich houses, Olympic area. Oh, I'm gonna miss that music. All the prisons on water. It's subtle, but it's awesome. Houses, put one in construction because I didn't know what to do. Artie Ziff's house. Yeah, Radioactive Man's house over here. A couple mansions along the way, just adding on to it. I thought it looked really nice. This was also really fun for me because I like adding on to my houses and stuff, and adding rich people stuff. Where I could, obviously. Of course, yachts and super yachts or what have you. This stuff is jumbled here so I can add on to it. Let's see here. Islands. Oh, yeah. And that was that. And I added some people down over here. This is where I grinded so much over the time. So always grabbing those, and of course at the Springfield dump giving everybody those jobs so I can build up on it. This is a house I just added. Nah, not really that important because it's new. My park from another DLC. I think it was a DLC, I can't remember. But all this I just wanted to add on to it. And usually, of course, all this stuff. Yeah. And I was gonna... Originally I put these here just so I can move them, but I didn't have all this. All this is new. And this is when they released everything, and I just didn't have anywhere to put it. And I kept putting it off like I always do. This is from the last DLC. All this stuff here is relatively in place from the last DLC. And random stuff here, right? And took stuff out, planned to move it around, but since today's the last day, so... Whew. Hey, there you are, Mr. Moleman. Yeah, so everybody has their job here, so... I guess I don't really need to explain over here because all this is new stuff that I had no plan for. Well, I might have at one time, but I just don't care. Everything's gone. Oh, of course. F-U-C-K-E-A. I know they did their best to keep it alive for as long as they did, and good job, People were passionate about the game, and they kept everything alive for us. Here's some more stuff, more jumbled stuff that I wanted to add on to. Yeah, so... Yes, it's just unfortunate they had to do that. They had to... Hey, Cecil. They had to do what they had to do, I guess. But you think they would have just kept it alive for as long as they could? I mean, God. Think of how many people spent thousands of dollars on this thing. And if you look at the marketing what they did and how much money they were actually making off it. They made a lot of money, right? So, and it didn't make sense. People were still. I was going to give money this last Halloween. I was like, you know what? I'm going to invest $100 and get a bunch of donuts, and then maybe get a bunch of Halloween stuff, and then I can add on to whatever, right? So, well,
That's some fine job doing.
that's it. Oh, I'm going to give. One thing I wanted to do quickly was to give my son the last his favorite thing was to go to the balloons at the Krusty Land place, and he loved to when he was a baby he used to love like clicking on that, so I'd have to wait, or sometimes I'd cave and I'd click on my donuts, spend my donuts, and he would have that. So auto, so we have that ability to do so. Oh, it's 20 minutes already. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up by saying, yeah, it's been a good slice. I mean, I had a lot of good memories playing this game, and the community was really fun and always helpful, and seeing everybody else's creations and stuff like that. Because, again, if you're a Simpson fan and you've been playing, watching Simpson for years, and you can actually get the references and enjoy playing all this, right? Like it's just so much fun. It's I enjoyed the references. I enjoyed building stuff, and I could have did more if I had more time. And obviously around my Springfield, around the Simpson house, I obviously had a lot of references inside of there. So it's just, and now it's now it's gone. All these years, and well, at least I'll keep this on YouTube for memory for myself to look back and realize, hey, I had a good time, and I can remember where I was at certain points, and that my son and I had a very good time playing this game. So, what am I going to do for the last little bit? I was going to blow it up, but you know what? I'm just going to let it die on its own. So, thank you, Skyfinger. Oh, yep, of course it's slowing down. Level up! Only someone with superhero stamina could reach such a high level. I don't know. Okay, something weird going on. Alright. Thank you, Tapped Out. I'm gonna go give this. Whoa. Alright. Whoops, I gotta click on this. What did I do? There we go. And, yeah, I'm gonna give this phone to my son. Hopefully he doesn't stop recording. Oh, look, there I am. Hey. I was wondering where that was. So, again, for the memory's sake for my son, I wanted him to click on the SideshowBob thing. Oh, speaking of which, let's see where he is. Where is he? Ha ha ha. Okay, here we go. I put this over here because I always found this town to be really annoying. Let's see here. Where the heck? It's always when you want to find something you can't find it. So I'm just eating up so much time. I should have planned this out a little bit better. Put that place over there. Ah, here we go. Lucian. Here we go. I gotta click on this because this game is going away. Here we go. Ready? One last time. Ready? This used to be a game you played when you were a baby. Ready? Click on that. Click. 1, 2, 3. 75 points. Woo! 75 tickets. Alright. Well, that's it. For everything I've ever done on The Simpsons, this was been fun. Unfortunately, that's it. I'm down for chocolate chip cookies. You probably found the chocolate chips. Well, that's it. That's my town. And unfortunately, I can't finish more, and I can't see anybody else's work. So, for everybody that's watched till the end, thank you very much. And hopefully, somebody can showcase their town so we can get a good idea. We'll at least have a timestamp on your little town. So, once again, thank you very much, and hopefully they'll create another game or something for us in the near future, right? So, or not get rid of it, but that's just wishful thinking. So, all right, Homer, send us away. Do something. He's about to do something stupid. Let's jump the gorge.
Better than my normal job. Huh?
All right, here we go. This will be the last diddly asked. Here we go, Homer. Send us away. Any second now. Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Mediocrely done.
All right, there we go. All right, thanks everybody. And damn, it sucks that this has to go away. All right, everybody. That's my video. You all take care. Thank you very much. Damn you, EA.